lost souls, bitch, lost souls.
What's going on, everyone? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha. Are you guys ready for another review? Today I'm talking about the best bang for your buck CNC machine pipe that I've ever seen. This Zahrah Spade Hookah only retails for $95. It was on sale over Black Friday for $79 and is a beautiful, high quality CNC machine hookah. It has some flaws to it, don't get me wrong, but I'm very happy overall with the performance and quality of this pipe. And I'll tell you guys about it today. So this Zahrah Spade Hookah is made from stainless steel and aluminum. It's super heavy, very high quality feel to it. Definitely compares to a Starbuzz made in America, what I consider to be the flagship CNC machine pipe. That is one of my favorite pipes, and I think for half the price, this thing definitely puts up a fight. Just like that hookah, it comes with a tray and a stem and all the necessary ports to smoke, but it doesn't come with a base, and that's fine with me. Today I have it on a boho base. Typically, I would never put a $100 hookah on a $100 boho base. That makes no sense to me. The whole point of this hookah is to have a very cost-effective package. But I'm gonna show you guys on camera, when you put it on a super beautiful base like this, look how great this pipe looks. You would never expect it to be at this price point. This thing definitely looks like a $200 or $300 hookah, easily, but it's only $100, and that's why I love this hookah. But what do you guys think about the coloring on this? The green and the gold and the orange? Very unique color palette to this. This is the Rasta edition. I probably would have preferred the black or the all red, but this thing is selling out so quickly. The Rasta edition is the only one they had in stock, and I figured you guys want to see this sooner. But now that I have it, it's slowly growing on me, and I kind of like it. It's very unique. But the finish on this is probably one of my biggest points of concern. It's definitely not as high quality as the anodization on the Starbuzz made in America. You can definitely tell this was painted. There are some paint marks in some of the ports, as well as some chipping right out of the box. Now I think that if you take care of this pipe, it can still look great over time, but I do want you guys to know that I am worried for my paint, and if I just take a fingernail to one of the spots that's already chipping off, you can take off some of the paint on here. So definitely take care of the finish if you guys do pick up one of these pipes. Starting at the bottom though, the bottom of this stem does have a nut built into the bottom. So it doesn't have a diffuser built in, but because there's a nut, it's actually quite easy to affix a diffuser if you guys like those. I personally put a star diffuser on this, and it quiets down that traditional rumble into a very smooth and quiet session. Moving on up the stainless down stem to the gorgeous and functional heart of this hookah. This heart is very technical for this price point of this hookah. I definitely think they took a page out of the German handbook to make a 4-port heart. Right in the box, you do get one dedicated hose port and 3 auto seal purges. There are 3 purges on this hookah as I'm smoking right now. If you guys do have a friend that you want to smoke with, which I don't have any friends, I'm all by myself as always, I only have the one hose port, you can buy an additional hose port for $6 and easily remove one of the purges to have smoke with a friend, so you guys don't have to pass the hose. And they are auto sealed, so you don't even have to hold it and look silly the whole time. This hookah is capable of having 4 hose ports, so you can have 4 different hoses coming out of this hookah, or 3 with 1 purge, or 2 with 2 purges, whatever you guys prefer. But I'm all by myself today, and I love having the 3 purges. They work wonderfully. They are metal ball bearings in here. They're slightly larger than your standard Egyptian ball bearing, and they function very well. And I'll show you guys that right now. Alright, base is full. Let's demonstrate the purge. Took about 2 breaths to expel all the smoke from here because these are quite heavy balls. I think if you have larger plastic balls in here, it would work great, but because these are quite heavy, it takes about 2 breaths. But the purge on this is fantastic because these are dedicated ports. This is a traditional chamber hookah. So if you're having a multi-hose hookah and traditional chamber, this thing is great. A lot of thought went into this. And the ports, to put them in there, they don't have to screw in or anything. They just plop in with O-rings, and they include extra O-rings because they're made of silicone. Silicone breaks down over time, and I always worry when I see silicone O-rings, like, where am I gonna get more of these? They include extra ones in the box, even extra ball bearings just in case they roll away, so you don't have to worry about that. So I love the heart on this hookah. This is for me where all the money's at right here. There's not even that much money to go around. This thing is a beast. Going up the stem, you get this green tray. Green, not my favorite, but this is a gorgeous green tray. it has bumps on the edge, so you guys can leave a bonus coal on there if you guys like to do that while you're smoking, and it shouldn't black out. It still does black out in my experience. I put 3, 4, 5 coals on here just to test it. They all blacked out. I personally don't prefer to leave coals on my tray anyway, because it does heat up the stem and affects your smoke. But if you guys prefer to do that, they've added those additional bumps to help keep your coals lit. I just think the bumps should be a little bit larger overall. In addition, the tray does not discolor if you leave coals on there. That's such an important factor, especially knowing that the quality of the finish wasn't that great. The quality on the tray finish is great. It doesn't discolor at all. Doesn't matter how many coals I put on there. So the tray overall, super heavy. I got great weight to it. It's about 9 inches in diameter. Great functional tray, which I really, really like. Moving on up to the bowl port, just a standard bowl port. It works, fits every bowl that I tried, and I have no qualms with the bowl port at all. So now let's talk about the performance on the Zahrah Spade Hookah. You guys have seen all the different design aspects, all the quality issues and perks of this hookah. Let's see how this bad boy smokes. Even late into the session, I am blowing nice, huge clouds. I love the performance on this pipe. There are no negative aspects to the performance. The draw on this hookah, the down stem is literally the same exact size as the Starbuzz made in America. It's obviously smaller than the Regal, larger than the Prometheus, so it's a nice overall draw. Very minimal restrictions to this, but the minor restriction that you are noticing when smoking this pipe is actually coming from the hose ports and not the gauge of the downstem. The hose ports in the heart are a little bit smaller than the Starbuzz made in America, so if the Starbuzz made in America is already too restricted for you, definitely keep that in mind before purchasing this pipe. But Christian, Hookah Chef, actually gave a great tip in his Spade review. He said that if you take out the dedicated hose port and put the grommet of the hose directly into the heart, it reduces some of the restriction because they have built in that auto seal valve, which has like a star-like appearance on the inside, and that does add a little bit of restriction to this. So definitely keep that tip in mind if you guys pick up one of these pipes and you guys want to reduce the restriction. But I don't mind it at all. I really like the draw and performance of this pipe. But overall, look at what I'm telling you guys, what you're getting for the price. This thing is a deal. It is a damn steal. If you guys are balling on a budget, or you guys just don't feel like spending that much money on a hookah, you want to buy a gift, or you just want a second hookah and you don't want to drop $200 on just the stem, for $95, I'm overall happy with this hookah. Despite its minor flaws, I think the ratio of the cost to what you're getting is definitely worth it. As I talked to you guys about in that Phantom hookah, for that price point and the issues in there, it wasn't worth it. But this has issues, but for the quality and the price that you're paying, this thing is definitely worth it. So I would recommend you guys save some money, pick up the Zahrah Spade Hookah from 5starhookah.com, where I got this hookah, and the money that you saved, put it towards accessories, like a cost-effective hose, like the Droid hose. Pick up a Goodfella V3 bowl, pick up an Ottoman Ignis, pick up some ugly orange Chief Keef to smoke on this Rasta hookah. I'm telling you guys, this hookah is where it's at. But thank you guys always for watching and being patient with me on these reviews. This was a tough review to do because people kept calling me the whole way through. But I love you guys. Take care, guys. Bye.